the 20 oldest fast food chains in America. Fast food wasn't always about racing through a drive-thru or chasing quick deals. Long before that, some legendary spots were already flipping burgers and pouring shakes for hungry crowds, creating memories that last a lifetime. These 20 classic chains helped invent the way America eats on the move, and many are still serving up those cherished flavors today. Ready for a bite of history? Let's take a look at the originals, like revisiting old friends. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you for being part of this journey with Who Remember. If our videos have ever made you smile, brought back a memory, or reminded you of a simpler time, then I'd be so grateful if you'd follow us to our new channel, Back to Yesterday. Just hit the link below, subscribe, and let's keep the memories alive together. Nathan's Famous, 1916. Let's start our journey back in time, to a place many of you might remember, the birthplace of modern American fast food, the sunny, salty air of Coney Island, New York. Back in 1916, a Polish immigrant named Nathan Handwerker opened a hot dog stand right there. Now, German-style hot dogs were already pretty popular in New York, thanks to German immigrants bringing their Frankfurter recipes to the States. And Charles Feltman, another German immigrant, was doing quite well with his own hot dog stand on Coney Island. Nathan Handwerker actually used to work for Feltman, but eventually he decided to set up his own competing hot dog stand right next door on Coney Island. He called it Nathan's Famous. To go head-to-head with his old boss, Nathan sold his hot dogs for just 5 cents, which was half the price of Feltman's. The thing was, that low price made some folks wonder about the quality. To build trust and prove his 100% beef hot dogs were top-notch, Nathan got really creative with his marketing. He held a hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July, right there in his very first year. Plus, he even hired actors dressed up in nice clothes to stand in front of his stand and eat his hot dogs. That strategy worked like a charm, convincing passers-by that Nathan's Famous must be famous for a good reason. His wife's secret spice recipe played a big part in building that reputation, too. By the 1950s, Nathan's Famous had become a chain. And that hot dog eating contest at the original stand, it's still a yearly tradition on the 4th of July. Nathan's Famous isn't just where a brand started, it's really where an industry began, showing everyone that a little innovation, smart marketing, and a really tasty product could create a legend that lasts for over a century. A&W, 1919. Continuing our trip, let's move on to a name that's even older than sliced bread. Back in 1919, before anyone even used the term fast food, Roy W. Allen set up a root beer stand in Lodi, California. That day was special. A welcome home celebration for World War I veterans, the perfect occasion for a refreshing drink. That event marked the birth of something that would later become a fast food empire. In 1922, Allen teamed up with Frank Wright. They combined their initials to name the company, A&W. A&W quickly became famous for those frosty, ice-cold mugs of root beer. What's really interesting is that A&W was one of the very first companies to use the franchise model. They started franchising back in 1926, paving the way for a system that proved successful and expanded internationally. By the 1970s, can you believe it? A&W actually had more locations than McDonald's. A&W also pioneered the very first drive-in service in California back in 1923. Their root beer is still what they're most famous for, and many folks consider it the best root beer out there. A&W root beer still uses that original secret blend of herbs, bark, spices, and berries. And those iconic frosty mugs? They weren't just for serving drinks, they were some of the restaurant's first merchandise, and they're still a beloved symbol of the brand. A&W's success wasn't just about the root beer, though. They built their menu around classic American favorites like burgers, hot dogs, and fries. Introducing the Papa Burger line in the 1960s created a memorable brand that really appealed to families. A&W has shown incredible resilience, not just surviving the Great Depression and even COVID, but thriving. They're always looking for ways to innovate, embracing technology like self-serve kiosks and centralized POS systems to make the customer experience even better. A&W has managed to keep its core identity while adapting to markets around the world, tweaking the menu for local tastes, like serving fried chicken with rice in Indonesia. Being willing to adjust while still keeping a focused menu and brand identity has helped A&W stay relevant for generations. White Castle, 1921. Now let's make our way east to Wichita, Kansas, the unlikely hometown of a burger revolution. Back in 1921, this is where White Castle was born, thanks to the vision of Billy Ingram and Walter Anderson. While burgers weren't new, Anderson, a cook with a knack for innovation, dreamed of making them faster, better, and more consistent. Teaming up with Ingram, a sharp businessman, they opened the first White Castle and introduced the world to the slider, that iconic little square hamburger we all know today. White Castle wasn't just about the food, it was about changing perceptions. After the horrors revealed in Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, Americans were wary of ground beef. The founders tackled this head-on, building sparkling white restaurants with stainless steel and porcelain exteriors that radiated cleanliness and trust. The kitchens were open to view, so anyone could watch their burgers being made, and every worker wore crisp white uniforms, driving the message home. But innovation didn't stop at the decor. White Castle streamlined burger production by pioneering the assembly line kitchen, shaping the entire future of fast food. Their square patties, with 5 holes for quicker cooking, meant hot, tasty sliders were ready in moments. Selling them for just a nickel made White Castle a go-to spot for working families. Unlike many competitors, White Castle refused to franchise at first, keeping tight control over every detail, a move that helped them ride out tough times and set the gold standard for consistency. Today, White Castle remains a family-run company, beloved across the Midwest and beyond. Kewpie Hamburgers, 1923. From the heartland of America, we head to Flint, Michigan, where another early hamburger chain got its start. Founded in 1923, Kewpie Hamburgers holds the title of the second oldest hamburger company in the United States. Kewpie got its name from the popular Kewpie doll, and right from the beginning, Kewpie made significant contributions to the fast food industry. They were among the very first to offer curbside service. Think of curbside service as an early version of the modern drive-thru, where staff would bring your food right out to your car. While today there are only a handful of Kewpie locations left, mainly centered around Ohio, the chain's influence on fast food's evolution is undeniable. They helped popularize the idea of serving customers right in their vehicles, a convenience that would later become a cornerstone of the industry. White Tower, 1926. Just a few years after White Castle, a similarly named chain popped up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. White Tower was founded in 1926 by John and Thomas Sachs. This chain pretty clearly copied the White Castle model, right down to the white building architecture that looked like a little fortress. At its peak in the 1950s, White Tower had over 230 locations across the country. They offered affordable hamburgers and coffee, just like White Castle's strategy. White Tower's existence and growth show just how strong an influence the White Castle model had in the early days of fast food. While White Tower isn't around today, it's a prime example of the competition and copycatting that happened in the industry's early years as businesses tried to replicate winning formulas. What memories do these classic fast food chains bring back for you? Maybe a first job, a family road trip, or just hanging out with friends. Share your thoughts and tell us which one was your favorite in the comments below. KFC, 1930. Now let's rewind to the tough days of the 1930s, a time when the Great Depression left most Americans scrambling to get by. In the small town of Corbin, Kentucky, a man named Harland Sanders was just trying to make a living. Sanders had worked all sorts of jobs before landing at a Shell gas station, where he did something unusual. He set up a tiny dining area in the back and started cooking for travelers passing through. Folks soon discovered his Southern-style meals, but what really put him on the map was his incredible fried chicken, flavored with a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. Sanders wasn't content to just serve good chicken. He wanted it to be great and fast, so he tinkered with pressure cookers, inventing a new way to fry chicken quickly without losing that home-cooked flavor. By the mid-1930s, his chicken was so beloved that he was dubbed Colonel Sanders, an image he soon leaned into, dressing in a white suit and black string tie. When a new highway threatened his business, Sanders hit the road himself, selling his recipe to restaurants all over America. By the 1960s, Kentucky Fried Chicken had become a true fast food legend, with Sanders's face and finger-licking good catchphrase recognized around the world. Today, KFC serves millions in more than 100 countries, but it all started with one man's drive, a secret recipe, and a dream on a dusty Kentucky roadside. Dee's Drive-In, 1932. Alongside Crystal in 1932, another drive-in chain emerged in Salt Lake City, Utah. D. Frederick Anderson opened the first Dee's restaurant in 1932. Inspired by drive-in restaurants in California, he launched Dee's Drive-In in 1954. Dee's Drive-In was known for its car hops and even had a clown mascot. At its peak, Dee's had 53 locations and became a cultural landmark in Utah. Eventually, the chain was sold to Hardee's. While Dee's Drive-In no longer exists independently, it was an important part of the history of drive-in service and the evolution of restaurants focused on the in-car customer experience. Crystal, 1932. In the same year, 1932, another chain popped up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, right in the middle of the Great Depression. Crystal was founded by Rhodey Davenport Jr. and J. Glenn Sherrill. Like White Castle, Crystal also offered those small, square hamburgers, sliders. This chain put a big emphasis on cleanliness and affordability. Because of this, Crystal quickly became a Southern favorite. Crystal is an example of how a successful business model, like White Castle's, could be replicated in other parts of the country, meeting the customer demand for a quick, clean, and economical meal. Crystal is still operating today, continuing to serve its signature sliders to customers across the South. Dairy Queen, 1940. Moving into the 1940s, we come to a chain famous for its sweet treats. On June 22, 1940, Sherb Noble opened the very first Dairy Queen store in Joliet, Illinois. This spot had a special location, right along the legendary Route 66. Dairy Queen brought soft-serve ice cream to the masses. The soft-serve formula itself was developed in 1938 by John Fremont and Bradley McCullough. DQ quickly became the go-to place for dessert. Within its first decade, Dairy Queen expanded through franchising. The iconic DQ cone curl became as legendary as the soft, smooth texture of the ice cream itself. Over time, DQ's menu grew to include hot food items too, but those soft-serve desserts remained the chain's hallmark. The Blizzard, in particular, launched in 1985, became a sensation, selling $75 million in its first year alone. Dairy Queen was one of the first restaurant chains to be franchised. What's unique is that the first location wasn't in a big city like most other chains, but in Joliet, Illinois. Dairy Queen adapted by adding drive-thrus in the 1980s. DQ's story shows the lasting appeal of a unique product and the ability to expand from a single spot to a popular chain, even when you don't start in a major urban center. McDonald's, 1940. Let's talk about a name just about everyone recognizes, McDonald's. But did you know that the Golden Arches story actually began way before Ray Kroc came on the scene? The real origins go back to 1940, when brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald opened a little place called McDonald's Bar-B-Q in San Bernardino, California. At first, it was your typical drive-in, Big menu, car hops on roller skates, and lots of noise. But the McDonald brothers weren't satisfied with typical. In 1948, they shut the doors for a complete overhaul, stripping the menu down to just burgers, fries, and shakes. They introduced a radical, speedy service system, a kind of assembly line for food, serving up meals fast and cheap. Burgers were only 15 cents. This streamlined approach was so efficient that it caught the eye of Ray Kroc, a milkshake machine salesman who saw huge potential. Kroc jumped in, opened his own McDonald's in Illinois in 1955, and eventually bought out the brothers. His vision was huge. He wanted thousands of restaurants, and soon, those iconic golden arches popped up around the world. Today, McDonald's is everywhere, serving billions and always reinventing itself with menu innovations and new technology. Beyond the food, McDonald's has made a real mark through charities and community work, becoming not just a fast food giant, but a global cultural symbol. Thank you for watching. To continue with more content, comment yes to let us know you're still following. Carl's Jr., 1941. Back to California, we visit Carl's Jr., a chain that grew from a hot dog cart. In 1941, Carl Karcher started his business with a hot dog cart in Los Angeles. He later expanded to a full-service restaurant and launched Carl's Jr. in 1956. Carl's Jr. quickly became popular throughout the West Coast for its signature charbroiled burgers. This charbroiling technique created a unique flavor that set Carl's Jr. apart from its competitors. Today, Carl's Jr. operates under the umbrella of CKE Restaurants, which also owns the Hardee's chain. While it doesn't have the global scale of McDonald's or KFC, Carl's Jr. has built a loyal customer base and maintained its position in the market, particularly on the West Coast. ChickfilA, 1946. From the West Coast, let's fly southeast to Hapeville, Georgia. There, in 1946, what started as the Dwarf Grill eventually grew into Chick-fil-A. Founded by Truett Cathy, the Dwarf Grill was a small restaurant initially. Truett Cathy started serving fried chicken at the Dwarf Grill in 1946. He initially sold burgers and other classic diner food. However, his restaurant eventually became especially known for its chicken sandwiches. Truett. Cathy is credited with inventing the boneless chicken sandwich. He worked tirelessly to improve his creation for 20 years, perfecting it based on customer feedback. In 1967, Cathy opened the first official restaurant named Chick-fil-A in a mall in Atlanta. His chicken sandwiches, already a local favorite, became even more widely known. Chick-fil-A has built a dedicated following thanks to its signature chicken sandwiches and outstanding customer service. While the chain is very selective about opening new franchised locations, Chick-fil-A has gradually expanded nationwide, with locations in 48 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico, and has even grown internationally with locations in Canada. Today, Chick-fil-A is ranked as the third largest restaurant chain in the United States, with over 3,200 locations. Chick-fil-A's success is attributed to its focus on a high-quality core product, exceptional customer service, and its company values. InNOut Burger, 1948. Returning to California once more, we'll explore another West Coast icon, InNOut Burger. Harry and Esther Snyder opened the first InNOut Burger stand in Baldwin Park, California, in 1948. This was California's very first drive-through hamburger stand. Harry Snyder actually invented the two-way intercom system, allowing customers to order from their cars without leaving. This was a major step forward in the development of drive-through service. InNOut Burger is famous for its emphasis on fresh ingredients and a simple menu. From the beginning, they focused on a limited menu, and that menu has hardly changed since. However, for those in the know, there's a not-so-secret menu posted on their website, adding a little flair for those looking to venture beyond the classic options. Thanks to their consistent, high-quality product, they have a huge, loyal customer base today. While the chain's reputation has spread far and wide, the restaurant locations remain primarily focused in the western United States. Whataburger, 1950. From California, we head to Texas, home to another iconic burger chain. On August 8, 1950, Harmon Dobson opened the first Whataburger in Corpus Christi, Texas. His goal was simple: to serve a burger so big it took 2 hands to hold, and so good that customers would exclaim, "What a burger!" And so, the name Whataburger was born. In an era where fast food competitors were cutting out custom orders to maximize efficiency, Whataburger instead prioritized each customer. From the start, all burgers were made to order, a philosophy they still hold today. Within just the first decade of business, Whataburger became a chain. In 1961, Dobson came up with the distinctive orange A-frame building design, easily recognizable from miles away. Whataburger is open 24 hours a day and has a fierce fan base in its home state of Texas. Today, locations have spread to several states, though Whataburger is most popular in the southern and southwestern U.S. Jack in the Box, 1951. Returning to California, specifically San Diego, where another chain revolutionized drive-thru service. Robert O. Peterson introduced Jack in the Box in 1951. However, Peterson's story in the restaurant business started much earlier. He was another milkshake machine salesman, much like Ray Kroc, who transitioned into the fast food industry in the mid-20th century. He had been operating a drive-in restaurant in San Diego since 1941 under the name Topsy's Drive-In. After serving in the U.S. Navy during World War II, he renamed it Oscars. It was under this second name that he perfected the art of drive-thru service. Peterson's restaurant chain got another makeover in 1951, officially becoming Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box was one of the first fast food chains to use an intercom system for drive-thru orders, revolutionizing service speed. This system involved two-way radio communication and a separate pickup window. While drive-thru customers today no longer order directly from a clown figure speaking through a hidden speaker, they benefit from ordering from a diverse menu. Church's Chicken, 1952. Founded by George W. Church Sr. in San Antonio, Texas, Church's Chicken started as a small takeout fried chicken store in 1952. In the 1970s and 80s, Church's Chicken made inroads into KFC's market share with indoor seating service and its crispy chicken product. This prompted KFC to introduce its extra crispy chicken product in 1972 to compete. Today, Church's Chicken has grown globally, operating over 1,400 locations in 22 countries. Customers choose Church's Chicken for its signature crispy fried chicken and honey butter biscuits. Despite being smaller than KFC, Church's Chicken has successfully built a strong chicken brand and maintained a significant presence in the international market. Sonic Drive-In, 1953. From Texas, we go to Shawnee, Oklahoma, the birthplace of a unique drive-in chain. Sonic, originally named Top Hat Drive-In, was founded by Troy Smith in 1953. Troy Smith had been in the restaurant business in Oklahoma since 1948. His best-selling operation among his restaurants was actually a simple root beer drive-in stand. Smith upgraded this drive-in stand in 1953 and named it Top Hat. 3 years later, when businessman Charlie Pape visited the Top Hat Drive-In, he was so impressed he wanted to get into the business. Pape and Smith partnered up, expanding the Top Hat restaurant to more locations. However, they ran into an issue. The name Top Hat was already copyrighted. The solution was simple. They quickly renamed it to emphasize their speed of service. The restaurant became Sonic. This fast food chain introduced the innovative concept of car hops on roller skates, delivering food right to customers' cars and enhancing the drive-in experience. Today, Sonic is one of the few fast food chains that still maintains a true drive-in experience with car hops serving customers right at their vehicles. With roots as a root beer stand, Sonic's reputation today is still tied more closely to its drinks than its food. Sonic offers a huge number of drink combinations, anywhere from 168,000 to 688,000, depending on how you count. Sonic is present in most U.S. states. Sonic is an example of a chain that found success through a unique service model and focusing on a product category, drinks, alongside its main menu. Burger King, 1954. Now, let's jump to sunny Florida in the mid-1950s, where another fast food heavyweight was about to make its mark, Burger King. It all started in 1953, originally as Insta Burger King in Jacksonville. The founders, James McLemore and David Edgerton, saw the potential for something bigger. When they took over, they didn't just stick with the status quo, they got creative, refining the way burgers were cooked and putting their own twist on fast food. What really set Burger King apart came in 1957 with the debut of the Whopper. This wasn't just any burger, it was big, flame-grilled, and instantly became the brand's signature item. At 37 cents, the Whopper was pricier than the competition, but folks loved its bold, smoky flavor and extra toppings. The slogan, "Have it your way," wasn't just catchy, it invited customers to customize their meals, making Burger King the go-to spot for people who didn't want to settle for one-size-fits-all. Throughout the decades, Burger King has always gone head-to-head with McDonald's, challenging its rival with daring ad campaigns and unique menu experiments, like the plant-based Impossible Whopper. Whether it's classic flame-grilled burgers or menu innovations aimed at health-conscious eaters, Burger King has thrived by giving people choice and never shying away from bold moves. Today, Burger King continues to serve up its iconic Whopper at thousands of locations across the globe, proving that there's always room for a little fire in the fast food world. Pizza Hut, 1958. Pizza Hut was founded in 1958 by brothers Frank and Dan Carney. It's notable as the very first pizza chain in the United States. Italian immigrants brought pizza to America in the late 19th century, but the concept didn't truly take off until after World War II, largely thanks to American soldiers returning home who had acquired a taste for pizza while abroad. Although pizza isn't typically as fast as burgers, the Carney brothers capitalized on the rising pizza trend to turn it into a fast food phenomenon. The original restaurant was pretty small, with only 25 seats. When making their sign, they only had room for 9 letters. Because of the building's small size, they decided to call it Pizza Hut. What started in 1958 as a small, family-owned and operated pizza shop near Wichita University quickly spread into a global chain operating in over 100 countries. While the original restaurant centered around the dine-in experience, Pizza Hut has evolved into primarily a takeout and delivery fast food service. Little Caesars, 1959. Another pizza chain emerged in the late 1950s, Little Caesars. In 1959, Mike and Marion Eilich put their life savings into opening a pizza shop in Garden City, Michigan, near Detroit. The first restaurant was originally called Pizza Treat. However, Marion convinced Mike to rename it something more fun. Little Caesar was a nickname she had for him. Inspired by Mike's Macedonian heritage, a former minor league baseball player with a love for pizza. Although it was one of many pizza chains opening in the 1950s, Little Caesars carved out its niche early on by only serving pizza to go. Rapidly expanding throughout Michigan in its first decade, Little Caesars later grew into an international franchise system and became the third largest pizza chain in the world. Little Caesars became famous for its affordable promotions like Pizza, where customers got 2 pizzas for the price of 1, and more recently, the hot and ready item, pizzas ready for immediate pickup. Wendys, 1969. Rounding out our list is a fast food favorite that made its debut a little later than the other giants, Wendys. Founded in 1969 in Columbus, Ohio, by Dave Thomas, Wendy's got its name from Dave's own daughter, a personal touch that set the tone for the brand's family feel. From day one, Wendy's wanted to stand out. Remember those square hamburgers? They weren't just a gimmick. They were bigger than the bun and sent a clear message. Wendy's didn't cut corners, literally or figuratively. Even more impressive, they made a promise that still stands today, using fresh, never frozen beef and building each burger to order. Wendy's was an early innovator too. In the 1970s, they pioneered the modern drive-thru, introducing a two-window system that made ordering and pickup fast and easy, an industry standard ever since. Unique menu choices like baked potatoes, a fresh salad bar, and the famous frosty dessert, a cross between a milkshake and soft serve, helped Wendy's become the premium choice for fast food. Wendy's also made waves with clever marketing. Remember the iconic "Where's the beef" ads in the 1980s? After Dave Thomas became the beloved face of the company in hundreds of commercials, Wendy's kept things fresh by developing a witty, playful voice on social media. Even through challenges, from changing times to a global pandemic, Wendy's has continued to innovate with digital ordering, delivery, and new menu items like their popular breakfast. From burger joints in Michigan to iconic breakfast spots in Massachusetts, fast food favorites hold a special place in every state. Join us on a journey across America as we uncover cult classics and local legends that serve up more than a quick bite. They capture the essence of regional pride and nostalgia. Tommy's Burger Stop. Up in Anchorage, Alaska, there's a hidden gem that locals can't stop talking about: Tommy's Burger Stop. This cozy, no-frills diner is famous for serving up oversized burgers with a spicy Cajun twist. The patties are thick, juicy, and seasoned to perfection, creating a flavor punch in every bite. But it's not just about the burgers. Their po' boys are packed with Gulf Coast flair, bringing a little southern heat to the Alaskan chill. Whether you're a visitor or a lifelong Alaskan, Tommy's offers a bold, comforting bite that tastes like a backyard cookout with Louisiana soul. Milos Original Burger. If you're ever in Alabama, there's one place locals will insist you try: Milos Hamburgers. This beloved hometown chain has been serving up its legendary burgers since 1946. The star of the show? The original Milos burger. It's made with a fresh grilled beef patty that's juicy and full of flavor. But what really sets it apart is the signature secret sauce. Tangy, bold, and unlike anything else. Add in a generous helping of onions and crisp pickles, and you've got a burger that's uniquely Alabama. You won't find Milos anywhere else, and that's what makes it so special. Slim Chickens. In Northwest Arkansas, Slim Chickens has become the go-to spot for fresh, flavorful comfort food. What keeps folks coming back? They're all natural chicken tenders, juicy, crispy, and cooked to perfection every time. But the real fun starts when it's time to dip. Slim Chickens offers an impressive lineup of 17 unique sauces, from tangy honey mustard to fiery cayenne ranch. Whether you like it sweet, spicy, or somewhere in between, there's a sauce with your name on it. It's fast food with a southern twist, made with care, served with flair, and perfect for dipping every bite. Filberto's. In Arizona, when cravings hit hard, locals turn to Filberto's. This Mexican fast food staple is known for its massive portions and bold flavors that satisfy every time. But the true fan favorite? The Arizona burrito. It's a hearty, flavorful creation, packed with tender carne asada, fresh pico de gallo, seasoned potatoes, and melty cheese, all wrapped in a warm tortilla. It's the kind of meal that hits all the right notes: savory, spicy, and filling. InNOut. In California, InNOut isn't just a fast food joint. It's a full-on obsession. From surfers to celebrities, everyone has a favorite order. What sets InNOut apart? It's the not-so-secret menu, especially the legendary animal-style options. Think burgers grilled with mustard, loaded with grilled onions, pickles, and extra special sauce. And if you're cutting carbs, go protein style with a crisp lettuce wrap instead of a bun. Every burger is made fresh to order with high-quality ingredients and 0 freezers in sight. Duchess. In Connecticut, locals know that when it comes to breakfast any time of day, Duchess is the place to go. This beloved homegrown chain has just 14 locations, but it holds a big spot in the hearts and stomachs. Nutmeg Staters. Duchess is best known for its all-day breakfast menu, especially those warm, satisfying breakfast sandwiches. Whether it's eggs, bacon, sausage, or melty cheese on a fresh roll or English muffin, they've got it just the way you like it. It's fast food done with care, made fresh to order, and served with that classic New England charm. Chipotle. It all started in Denver, Colorado back in 1993, a little burrito shop called Chipotle. Fast forward to today, and it's a nationwide favorite with over 2,600 locations. But even with its growth, Chipotle keeps things simple and fresh. Their burritos and bowls are hands down the top picks, loaded with your choice of meats, rice, beans, and those crave-worthy toppings like guac and Chipotle honey vinaigrette. There's even a secret menu for the adventurous, with items like the quesarito, a burrito wrapped in a cheesy quesadilla. Every bite is packed with flavor, smoky, citrusy, and just the right amount of heat. Whether you go for a classic quarter chicken, a Tropachop bowl, or load up on sides like plantains and rice with beans, you're in for a flavorful island escape. What's your all-time favorite fast food spot in your state? Drop your pick in the comments. Portillo's. In Illinois, especially around Chicago, Portillo's is a fast food legend. Sure, folks flock there for the classic Chicago-style hot dogs piled high with mustard, relish, onions, tomatoes, pickles, and sport peppers. All on a poppy seed bun. But there's one sweet surprise that truly steals the show: the cake shake. This over-the-top dessert blends a thick milkshake with an entire slice of rich, moist chocolate cake. Yes, an actual slice of cake goes into the blender. The result? A creamy, indulgent shake with bits of frosting and cake in every sip. It's messy, magical, and totally worth the calories. Boise Fry Company. In Idaho, the land of potatoes, it's no surprise that the fries take center stage. At Boise Fry Company, fries aren't just a side dish, they're the main event. This creative eatery flips the usual formula, serving up a variety of fries with your burger on the side. Customers can choose from 6 different potato types, including russet, purple, and even yam, sliced into 5 unique cuts like curly, shoestring, or po' ball. Top it all off with 9 inventive sauces, including their famous blueberry ketchup, and you've got a fry lover's paradise that turns a simple snack into an art form. Capriotti's. In Delaware, Capriotti's is more than a sandwich shop. It's a hometown treasure. While they're known for their savory cheese steaks and freshly roasted turkey subs, it's the Bobby that steals the show. This fan-favorite sandwich tastes like Thanksgiving dinner in every bite. It's stacked with tender turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and just the right touch of mayo, all piled onto a fresh sub-roll. Comforting, hearty, and a little nostalgic, the Bobby is the kind of sandwich that keeps people coming back year-round, not just for the flavor, but for that warm, familiar feeling with every bite. Chick-fil-A. Born in Atlanta back in 1967, Chick-fil-A has grown into one of America's most beloved fast food chains, but it still holds a special place in Georgia's heart. While the chicken sandwich gets a lot of the spotlight, the real fan obsession? Those iconic waffle fries. Golden, crispy, and perfectly salted, they're cut thick enough to soak up sauces and soft enough inside to melt in your mouth. Polo Tropical. In sunny Florida, Polo Tropical brings the bold, vibrant taste of the Caribbean straight to your plate. This fast casual favorite is known for its juicy, flame-grilled chicken that's been marinated for hours in a zesty blend of tropical spices. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC as the world knows it, started right in the heart of Kentucky. What began as a small roadside restaurant in Corbin quickly became a global icon, all thanks to Colonel Harlan Sanders and his legendary original recipe. Made with a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, the chicken is hand-breaded and pressure-fried until golden, crispy, and bursting with flavor. Today, KFC is the second-largest fast food chain in the world, but it still holds a special place in Kentucky's history. Thank you for watching. To continue with more content, comment 1 to let us know you're still following. Dunkin. In Massachusetts, Dunkin isn't just a coffee shop. It's a way of life. Born in Quincy back in 1950, Dunkin quickly became the go-to spot for locals needing a quick caffeine fix or a bite on the run. Whether it's a steaming cup of their famous coffee, a classic glazed donut, or a bacon, egg, and cheese on a toasted bagel, it's fast, affordable, and dependable. You'll find a Dunkin on nearly every corner in the Bay State, and for good reason. It's part of the morning routine. Around here, you don't ask if someone wants coffee. You ask, "Want Dunkin'?" Leo's Coney Island. In Michigan, Leo's Coney Island is more than just a diner. It's a community staple. With locations all over the state, Leo's has earned its reputation for generous portions, quick service, and a menu that brings together classic American breakfasts and flavorful Greek favorites. While the all-day breakfast is a hit, the real stars are the gyros, packed with tender seasoned meat, crisp veggies, and creamy tzatziki, all wrapped in warm pita bread. Pair it with a fresh Greek salad, and you've got a meal that feels both comforting and vibrant. At Leo's, there's always something for everyone. Morning, noon, or night. Dairy Queen's Blizzard Treat. Minnesota proudly calls Dairy Queen its own, with the iconic chain headquartered right in Minneapolis. While DQ offers burgers, fries, and chicken baskets, the real showstopper, and what keeps folks coming back, is the Blizzard. This thick, creamy, soft-serve treat is blended with your choice of candies, cookies, or syrups, and flipped upside down before it's handed to you, just to prove how thick it really is. With over 20 flavors, from Oreo and Reese's to seasonal favorites like pumpkin pie, there's something for every sweet tooth. Zaxbys. In Mississippi and across the South, Zaxbys has become a household name for one irresistible reason: the chicken finger plate. This southern staple features crispy, golden chicken fingers served hot and juicy, alongside crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, coleslaw, and their famous Zax sauce. That sauce alone, a tangy, creamy blend with a little kick, has its own fan base. Whether you're grabbing a quick lunch or feeding the whole family, Zaxbys delivers comfort food with bold flavor and southern hospitality. It's fast food, yes, but with that homemade feel that makes it a Mississippi favorite. Lion's Choice. In Missouri, especially around St. Louis, Lion's Choice is a local treasure that's all about doing roast beef right. This fast food chain doesn't cut corners. Their signature roast beef sandwiches are made from real top-round beef, slow roasted and sliced thin, then served medium rare for maximum tenderness and flavor. Each sandwich is piled high on a warm bun, letting the beef shine without drowning it in sauce. It's simple, savory, and refreshingly honest. Add in their famous seasoned fries and creamy frozen custard, and you've got a meal that's been winning over St. Louis hearts for generations. The Pickle Barrel. In Montana, when hunger strikes, locals head to the Pickle Barrel, a legendary sandwich shop that's all about size and flavor. This no-frills spot is famous for its massive subs, especially the mouth-watering cheesesteaks. Made with fresh, quality ingredients and grilled to perfection. These subs are piled high with juicy steak, melted cheese, and whatever toppings you choose. It's a hearty, satisfying meal that'll keep you full for hours. Whether you're in Bozeman or Billings, grabbing a Pickle Barrel sub is practically a rite of passage. Big portions, bold flavor. That's how Montana does sandwiches. Freddys Frozen Custard. In Kansas, Freddys Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is a fast food favorite that blends flavor with a touch of nostalgia. Founded in Wichita, Freddys serves up thin, crispy-edged steak burgers that are seared to perfection, juicy on the inside, and full of beefy goodness. But what really completes the experience is their rich, creamy frozen custard, churned fresh daily and available in sundaes, concretes, or shakes. Step inside, and you're greeted by retro diner vibes and friendly smiles that make you feel right at home. It's a delicious slice of Americana, served with a scoop of sweetness and a side of small-town charm. Raising Cane's. While Louisiana is famously home to Popeyes, another local legend has taken the spotlight: Raising Cane's. Founded in Baton Rouge, this fast-growing chain has won hearts with one simple focus: chicken fingers. No burgers, no wraps, no distractions. Just perfectly crispy, golden chicken tenders made fresh to order. The menu is refreshingly minimalist, but everything on it is high quality. Add their buttery Texas toast, crinkle-cut fries, and that addictive cane sauce, and you've got a meal that hits the spot every time. The High Roller Lobster Company. In Maine, seafood is king, and the High Roller Lobster Company is one of the crown jewels. Located in Portland, this vibrant eatery has taken the classic lobster roll and given it a fun, flavorful twist. Sure, they serve up the buttery rolls and even lobster-topped burgers, but the showstopper here is the lobster cheese crisp taco. It's exactly what it sounds like. Fresh Maine lobster tucked into a crispy shell made entirely of melted, golden cheese. It's rich, indulgent, and totally unforgettable. Boardwalk Fries. In Maryland, nothing says summer quite like a paper cup full of hot, crispy fries from Boardwalk Fries. Inspired by the classic beachside boardwalks, this local favorite specializes in one thing and does it incredibly well: golden, twice-cooked French fries. Each batch is fried fresh, first to cook the inside, then again to achieve that perfect crispy exterior. Lightly salted and piping hot, they're simple, satisfying, and totally crave-worthy. Whether you're grabbing a snack by the shore or just reminiscing about ocean breezes, Boardwalk Fries delivers a taste of Maryland's coastline in every bite. Runza. In Nebraska, one fast food favorite truly stands apart: Runza. This homegrown chain serves a unique local delicacy that shares its name, the Runza. It's a warm, baked bread pocket stuffed with a savory mix of ground beef, cabbage, and onions. The recipe traces back to German-Russian immigrants who settled in the Midwest, bringing their hearty comfort food with them. It's not just delicious, it's part of Nebraska's cultural heritage. With its soft golden crust and rich, flavorful filling, the Runza is a perfect blend of old-world tradition and Midwestern pride, all wrapped up in one satisfying bite. Port of Subs. In Nevada, when locals want a sub that's fresh and made just the way they like it, they head to Port of Subs. This regional favorite sets itself apart by slicing all meats and cheeses to order, right in front of you. It's a simple touch that makes a big difference in taste and texture. Whether you're craving a quick 5-inch snack or a massive 2-foot party sub, Port of Subs has you covered. With plenty of topping options and fresh-baked bread, every sandwich feels personal and satisfying. It's like Subway, but with a serious upgrade in freshness and flavor. Mr. Max. In New Hampshire, Mr. Max is a mac and cheese lover's dream come true. This quirky spot takes everyone's favorite comfort food and turns it into a flavorful adventure. With 21 unique varieties on the menu, there's a mac and cheese for every craving. Want something spicy? Try the Taco Mac with seasoned beef, jalapenos, and a zesty taco sauce. If you're in the mood for something familiar yet fun, the Pizza Mac with pepperoni, marinara, and mozzarella will hit the spot. From classic to wild, Mr. Mac's delivers rich, creamy mac and cheese in ways you've never imagined. It's cheesy, it's hearty, and it's unforgettable. Jersey Mike's. In New Jersey, Jersey Mike's is the go-to spot for a fresh, satisfying hoagie. Known for their quick service and high-quality ingredients, Jersey Mike's crafts sandwiches that never disappoint. One of the crowd favorites? The turkey and provolone hoagie. It's packed with tender turkey, creamy provolone, and served on freshly baked bread, all perfectly balanced for that classic deli taste. Whether you go with the regular or a larger size, each bite is a perfect blend of flavors, making it a go-to meal for anyone craving a quick, delicious sandwich. Fast, fresh, and always tasty. That's the Jersey Mike's way. What's a fast food chain that's a must-try in your hometown but isn't on the list? Tell us about it. Zippies. In Hawaii, Zippies is more than a restaurant. It's a local institution. Since opening its doors in 1966, Zippies has served up a comforting blend of classic diner fare and beloved Hawaiian favorites. One of the most iconic dishes on the menu? The chili moco. It's a flavorful twist on the traditional loco moco. A hearty plate of rice topped with a hamburger patty, a fried egg, and Zippies' signature chili poured over the top. Rich, savory, and totally satisfying. It's a taste of the islands in every bite. For locals, Zippies feels like home. For visitors, it's a must-try. Steak and Shake. In Indiana, Steak and Shake is more than just a place to grab a bite. It's a trip back in time. With its retro diner charm and made-to-order meals, it's long been a local favorite. While the hand-spun milkshakes are legendary on their own, the real standout is the Frisco Melt. This mouth-watering sandwich combines 2 steak burger patties with Swiss and American cheese, all pressed between buttery sourdough bread and topped with a tangy Frisco sauce. It's grilled to golden perfection, offering that crispy crunch with a rich, cheesy melt. Made Right. In Iowa, no fast food favorite is more iconic than Made Right. Since opening in 1926, this Midwestern gem has built its reputation on a humble but unforgettable creation, the loose meat sandwich. Imagine a sloppy Joe without the sauce, just perfectly seasoned ground beef, cooked until tender, and served loose on a soft bun. It's simple, yes, but packed with savory flavor, thanks to a top-secret blend of spices that locals swear by. No ketchup needed. Add mustard, pickles, or onions, and you've got a messy, mouth-watering classic that's as Iowa as cornfields and Friday night football. Burgerville. In Oregon, Burgerville stands out as a beloved fast food chain committed to quality and sustainability. Known for their locally sourced ingredients, Burgerville serves up mouth-watering burgers made with fresh regional beef and topped with delicious seasonal fixings. Their shakes are another fan favorite, made with real creamy ice cream and available in a variety of flavors. What makes Burgerville even more impressive? It's 100% wind-powered, making it an eco-friendly choice for those who care about the environment. With a focus on supporting local farms and reducing their carbon footprint, Burgerville offers a great meal with a side of good conscience. Wawa. In Pennsylvania, Wawa is so much more than just a convenience store. It's a beloved all-in-one hub for food, drinks, and even gas. Known for its fresh hoagies, Wawa allows you to customize your sandwich just the way you like it, with freshly sliced meats, cheeses, and veggies. Whether you're craving breakfast sandwiches, a hearty hoagie for lunch, or just a quick snack, Wawa has you covered. Their coffee is a local favorite too, with a variety of blends and flavors to keep you going all day. It's the perfect pit stop for Pennsylvanians on the go, offering everything you need in one convenient location. Onlyville, New York System. In Rhode Island, Onlyville, New York System is a local institution famous for its unique take on hot wieners. These aren't your average hot dogs. They're served with a tangy mustard, savory meat sauce, and a generous helping of chopped onions, creating a flavorful combination that's become a signature dish of the state. Paired with a glass of coffee milk, Rhode Island's official state drink, this meal is a true taste of local culture. Whether you're a lifelong resident or just visiting, a stop at Onlyville for a hot wiener is a must for anyone wanting to experience Rhode Island's culinary charm. Blake's Lauder Burger. In New Mexico, Blake's Lauder Burger has earned a reputation for delivering one of the most iconic chili burgers around. Founded in Albuquerque, this local favorite is known for its signature Lauder Burger, which takes a traditional chili burger to a whole new level. What makes it special? The burger is topped with spicy, flavorful green chili and melted cheese, creating a perfect blend of heat and savory goodness. Each bite is a true taste of New Mexico, with the bold flavors of green chili adding that signature southwestern kick. Shake Shack. New York's Shake Shack began as a humble hot dog cart in Madison Square Park, but now it's a worldwide sensation. Known for its juicy, perfectly seasoned burgers, Shake Shack quickly became a must-visit for food lovers. But it's not just the burgers that draw the crowds. Their crinkle fries are crispy and perfectly salted, making the perfect side. And let's not forget the frozen custard. Creamy, rich, and available in a variety of flavors. It's the ultimate sweet treat to top off your meal. Shake Shack may have started small, but it's grown into an iconic fast food destination with flavors that leave an impression. Bojangles. In North Carolina, Bojangles is the place to go for authentic Southern comfort food. Famous for its perfectly fried chicken, Bojangles serves up crispy, flavorful pieces that are a fan favorite across the state. But the real stars here are the Cajun filet biscuits, a spicy, savory delight packed with a seasoned filet of chicken, all nestled inside a soft, flaky biscuit. And let's not forget the Bowberry biscuit, a sweet and tangy treat that pairs perfectly with any meal. From breakfast to dinner, Bojangles delivers that true Southern hospitality with every bite. Space Aliens Grill and Bar. In North Dakota, Space Aliens Grill and Bar isn't just a place to eat, it's an experience. This sci-fi themed restaurant is a family favorite, offering a fun and quirky atmosphere with neon lights, alien decor, and arcade games that keep everyone entertained. The menu features classic American comfort food, from burgers to wings, but the real attraction is the lively, out-of-this-world setting that makes it feel like you've stepped into a spaceship. Whether you're dining with family or grabbing a bite with friends, Space Aliens delivers a memorable meal in a space-age environment that's perfect for all ages. Skyline Chili. In Ohio, particularly in Cincinnati, Skyline Chili is a local legend that has made its mark with a unique twist on chili. Unlike traditional chili, Cincinnati-style chili is served over spaghetti and topped with a generous amount of shredded cheese, creating what locals call the three-way. This dish combines the rich, flavorful chili, tender pasta, and a mound of melty cheese into a perfect comfort food experience. Skyline Chili has become synonymous with Cincinnati's food culture, and whether you're a first-timer or a long-time fan, this signature dish is a must-try that defines the city's culinary scene. Sonic Drive-In. In Oklahoma, Sonic Drive-In is a staple of fast food culture, with a signature drive-in experience that has made it a nationwide favorite. Based in Oklahoma City, Sonic offers a unique twist on classic fast food, where you can enjoy your meal without ever leaving your car. The foot-long hot dogs are a highlight, juicy, loaded with toppings, and served in a perfectly toasted bun. And no trip to Sonic is complete without a slushie. With a variety of fruity flavors and customizable options, they're the perfect refreshing treat to wash down your meal. Sonic's fun, retro vibe, and delicious offerings make it a go-to for anyone craving a fast, satisfying meal. Waffle House. In South Carolina, Waffle House is more than just a 24-hour diner. It's a beloved institution. Whether you're craving a hearty breakfast in the morning or a late-night snack after a night out, Waffle House is there to satisfy. Known for its classic waffles, crispy hash browns, and perfectly cooked eggs, the menu is packed with comfort food that feels like home. It's fast, familiar, and always comforting. From pancakes to bacon, the warm, welcoming atmosphere makes Waffle House the go-to spot for South Carolinians looking for a quick, satisfying meal at any hour of the day. Giliberto's Mexican Taco Shop. In South Dakota, Giliberto's Mexican Taco Shop has become a local favorite, known for its mouth-watering tacos that keep customers coming back for more. With just 2 locations, this gem serves up some of the best carne asada and carnitas tacos in the area. Each taco is packed with tender, flavorful meat, topped with fresh salsa, onions, and cilantro, all wrapped in a warm, soft tortilla. Whether you're a regular or a first-time visitor, the bold, authentic flavors of Giliberto's make it a must-try for taco lovers craving a true taste of Mexican comfort food. Crystal. In Tennessee, Crystal is famous for its iconic sliders, the southern answer to small, flavorful burgers. These bite-sized gems are packed with juicy beef, tangy pickles, and a soft, steamed bun, making them the perfect snack or meal. Though they're small, each Crystal burger is bursting with flavor, and they've become the chain's most ordered item. Whether you're grabbing a handful for a quick lunch or stacking them up for a late-night treat, Crystal's sliders are a must-try for anyone looking to enjoy the true taste of Southern fast food. Simple, satisfying, and oh so tasty. Without a strong franchise model or innovation to keep up with industry giants, Wetson's couldn't survive. By the late 1970s, the once-loved New York burger spot had vanished from the fast food scene. Thanks for joining us on this trip down memory lane. We've explored some truly iconic places that shaped how America eats. If you enjoyed this look back, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.